What up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Your boy is back with another video, man. You guys can't see it right now, I don't think, but you probably can hear it. It's raining. Another wet day in food service for your boy, but we gonna get it done. I'm getting ready to hook up to my tractor right now, or to my trailer, excuse me. So you guys keep it locked, man. Man, I got into work yesterday, or actually, so I rode with a coworker yesterday. My tractor didn't go out. Me and my coworker, and we get back in, pull into the parking lot, and he noticed the back window of my tractor, right behind here, the driver's side window, was shattered, man. And so we came to the conclusion that whoever did our grass yesterday, whoever cut the lawn, they must have hit something that hit the back of the window. Something flew up and hit the back of the window, because they cut the grass. We don't have much grass, but it's grass along the fence back there that you guys may or may not be able to see, but they go behind the tractors, and that's the only conclusion that we could come up with. But let me go ahead and hook up, guys, and pre-trip this trailer, and I'll tap back in with you guys in a little bit. Keep it locked. So I had two pallets already falling over when I opened my trailer doors up this morning. This pallet and the pallet behind it. I was able to save that pallet a little bit. We're gonna have to see about that one down there. So normally I have quite a bit of load bars on my truck. Today, I don't have enough. As you can see, neither one of these two pallets have load bars holding the pallets up. This one doesn't need it, and that's why it was tilted over. This one didn't have a load bar on it either, which is why it was almost falling over when I opened the trailer. For those that don't know, load bars are these things right here. They help keep the pallets in place and keep them secure so they don't fall. But yeah, you can see these pallets do not have load bars. So that's a sure way, if you want your pallets to fall over, that's one of the reasons pallets fall over. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find some load bars in this freezer somewhere. Y'all keep it locked. Yeah, it's raining, man. Luckily, I get it back up to this loading dock, so I don't have to get wet, at least not at this stop, but it's coming. Let's get up out of here, man. So I'm backing up to my last stop that I just came from, or my previous stop, I just say, and there was a car or a truck behind me. As I'm backing up, this truck literally just goes around to the passenger side of the truck and whips on around and just goes out in front of me. And I'm like, you see me backing up, why would you go around the truck while I'm backing this 50-foot trailer up in the middle of the road, right? Backing up to the dock, man. Like, I wanted to lay on my horn so bad, but I try to practice what I preach, and I tell my wife this: when it comes to road rage and things like that, man, try not to engage in any of that. No matter if somebody is in the wrong, they cut you off, as long as if you don't get hurt, you know, they don't hit the car or the vehicle or nothing like that. Like, try not to engage in any of that, man, because we're living in different times now. Back in the day, you probably could do some stuff like that and get away with it, and there may not be any repercussions. Somebody may just flip you off or something like that. But nowadays, you never know what people have on their minds, man, and people will kill you nowadays. So you just never know what people have going on. So it's just a good idea to not even engage in nothing like that. Just let them go ahead and go, man. So that's what I did. I definitely wanted to lay on that horn, man, but my conscience kicked in and was like, nah, Aunt, let it go. You didn't get hurt, nothing happened. Don't even worry about it. And so sometimes you just gotta let stuff go, man. So we're gonna have to pull up and get our doors open here. All right, let's go ahead and pull this thing up. Let me get my doors open. I'll tap back in with you guys in a second. Keep it locked. What's up, man? New Orleans drivers. Man, y'all drive kind of crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But that's everywhere, I guess. We got some of those crazy drivers in Florida, too. It is what it is.
Business. I think that you're running a multi-million-dollar industry because when people experience you and your cupcakes and your team, your staff, it's just a different experience, right? And I want to talk about that because some people are experiencing you for the first time here.
What up, guys? I'm back, man. I finished up today, so it's a wrap. I'm at the hotel right now, but today I want to talk to you guys real quick about the hiring process here at GFS. All right, that's who I work for, Gordon Food Service. If you guys are new to the channel, I am a regional delivery driver for Gordon Food Service, but we'll talk about that towards the end of this video. But right now, let's go ahead and get into the hiring process with Gordon Food Service. All right, so first, what you guys want to do, you want to go to gfs.com/careers. When you get to the careers homepage, you want to scroll almost all the way down to the end here, and you're gonna see how we hire. All right, once you click on how we hire, you're gonna create a profile. That's number one. Number two, you're gonna upload a resume. But if you're applying for a driver position or a warehouse position or a retail associate, you actually don't need a resume for that. All right, so that'd be number two. And number three, it says right here, your application will include general questions about your interest in the position and job specific details that will help us evaluate your qualification. You want to make sure that you complete your application in full. That way you don't have to worry about your application running into any type of delays because you didn't complete the application. All right, so it gives you that tip here. Make sure you complete the application in full. So if you go down to the fourth one, it says you should receive a confirmation email once you've applied. And the tip they give you, it says if you do not receive one within an hour, check your spam folder. Update your settings. Some email domains, it may filter the email. So basically, within the hour, check your junk folder or your spam folder to see if the email was sent over there into that location. All right, so it says you can check the status of your application at any time by logging into your dashboard. So one of the questions that I get asked from you guys is, look, I applied for Gordon Food Service. How long does it take to hear back? All right, so we're gonna get into that real quick and see what they say about that. It says, depending on the volume of the application, an invitation may come within a day or up to 2 weeks. Those applying early get our attention first. Okay, so timing is everything. Make sure you apply for these positions if you're interested in it. Don't procrastinate. Go ahead and apply. Listen, I had somebody actually comment this morning and told me they've been denied 6 times by GFS. They've applied 6 times and every time they've been denied. All right, so shout out to that individual that sent me that message this morning, or that comment. Like I told him, man, listen, I know in food service it's a high turnover rate with most companies out there, including GFS, right? But believe it or not, there are still people flooding trying to get jobs with these companies, okay? And so just because it's a high turnover rate, trust me, there are people still applying for these positions. So oftentimes you guys may apply for a particular company or at a particular company, and you may find that you don't get hired. All right, again, it's still a competition out there. So if you're new in particular, a lot of these companies, if you're competing against somebody that has experience, you may get put on the back burner and they may go with the experienced driver. But like I told the gentleman this morning, keep applying for different jobs out there. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, meaning don't just apply for one company and stop applying and just sit back and wait for that company to contact you. All right, put in multiple applications with multiple different companies out there to give yourself a better chance to get an opportunity with one of these companies out here. That way, look, if you don't get hired at one particular job, somebody else may give you an opportunity. Okay, and again, you guys may not get hired on with the company that you really want to work for, right? Your first choice. But don't let that hold you back. Don't let that discourage you for still trying to get into this industry. Remember, it's not where you start. All right, you can start at a company, gain some experience, and move on to something else. The main thing, particularly if you're a new driver, you're looking for an opportunity. Okay, so the company that gives you an opportunity, that may be the company that you need to go with out the gate. Again, that can change once you get your experience under your belt. You can go pretty much wherever you want to go. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, man. Once you get through the phone screening, you got the manager interview. All right, they'll set you up so you can speak to a hiring manager, and you'll have that interview as well. If you successfully get through that interview, then you'll most likely get a job offer. All right, and that job offer will be sent to you via email. Now, GFS will let you know, regardless of if you get the opportunity to get hired on or if they choose to go with another candidate. Either way, they still will send out an email to you letting you know what your status is. All right, so the good thing about GFS website when it comes to the hiring process, again, you can check the status. Once you create your profile, you can check your status at any time you want to. All right, that's the good thing about GFS. And also GFS gives you tips, and they pretty much let you know the interview questions that you're going to be asked. All right, at least be prepared. Go in there prepared, know how you're going to answer these certain questions. They give you all the tips that you need. Just go in there and crush it. Okay, but again, all you have to do is go to this website, gfs.com/careers. You'll be able to find out all the information that you need in regards to the hiring process. Again, we already talked about the offer process, the pre-employment testing. You're gonna have to go through the drug screening process. Another question I get asked is, look, do you guys do urine or hair follicle? It says here hair follicle for most positions. All right, and just to kind of go back to that, shout out to D. And just to kind of, talk about that for a little bit, and just to kind of speak on that for a little bit, I've talked about this in previous videos, but Shout out to Dirty Broke. He said this as well on one of our live streams. If you got to ask that question about the drug testing and do you do urine or hair follicle, if you got to ask, then you may just need to wait on applying for these jobs. All right, get yourself cleaned up and then apply. I think that's probably the best bet for you, because let's be honest, somebody that's clean and doesn't do those things, they're not even going to ask those type of questions. They may ask questions about the pay and things of that nature, but when it comes to the drug testing or the criminal background check or whatever the case may be, they're not going to ask those questions. Another question I get asked is, do we hire felons? I don't know the answer to that. If I were you though, I would still apply, and you can ask those questions if you get a phone call from a recruiter. I think that would be your best bet. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of go through this hiring process. If you have any more questions in regards to the hiring process here at Gordon Food Service, please refer to this website. This is some very good information, and it'll probably ask the majority or answer the majority of your questions that you have. All right guys, so I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.